In the days before time, when the ocean still whispered secrets to the hills of Keora, there was a land remembered by many names, but forgotten by its true one. The false Atlantis lie is collapsing. They told us Atlantis was a fable, a sunken city of myth. But listen, Plato, in Timaeus and Critias, never called it myth. He said it was history passed down by Egyptian priests. Egypt, known as a daughter of the Ethiopians by Herodotus, who said, "The names of the gods came into Greece from Egypt." But who did Egypt get it from? From the deep interiors of Ethiopia, from the cradle, from Nigeria. The false Atlantis location is exposed. Plato claimed Atlantis lay beyond the Pillars of Hercules. Europeans twisted that to mean somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. But when African cosmology enters the conversation, truth erupts. Orisha cosmologies describe a drowned age. Cities of metal, flame, and sky, swallowed by divine wrath. They remember a land of knowledge lost to flood and betrayal. The Yoruba, Odu Iwori Meji, speaks of the lost age when humanity tried to build a second heaven. Shango struck them down. Greek Titans, Yoruba Shango, the same event, different tongue. And as Sanchoniathon wrote, the first gods were mortals. They were rulers of certain regions of the world. In other words, Atlantis wasn't just a city. It was a regime, a spiritual scientific order. And it fell. Evidence points to the true location. The Ethiopians were the first of all men, and Egypt was originally a colony of Aethiopia. What modern Ethiopia is to Abyssinia, ancient Aethiopiae was to West Africa, especially Nigeria. The Phoenicians, long called Middle Eastern, are now being revealed by linguistic parallels to Yoruba mariners, by Bantu inscriptions found deep in South American stone, and by records like the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea. The Phoenicians were not Semitic Levantines. They were Ethiopian navigators. Omo Ifa. Their Atlantis was not across the ocean. It was the ocean, and it encircled the empire they lost in West Africa. The Homeric link. Homer describes Ethiopians as blameless men at the edge of the world who feast with the gods. But read deeper, Odysseus travels to Aethiopia, sees cities of shining bronze, and is warned never to speak of what he saw. Why silence? Because that edge of the world wasn't south of Egypt. It was west of Egypt. It was the Niger River system. It was the real Aethiopiae, the Ifa parallel. Odu Ifa texts mirror Homer's tales, but older, oral, encrypted in Akowanu, proverbial code. Odu Oyeku Meji tells of the gods who lived among men, departed by sea, and vowed to return when the drums are lifted again. And what does Homer say of the gods? The gods walked among men, but they left in sorrow. Same myth, same source, different vessel. Now the thunder, voices of the ancestors rising, as we swim in a mighty ocean of truth, an ocean fed by rivers that never forget. Within these waters are the memories of beginnings, the events that shaped life itself, and the ancient records that reveal the true identity of a people later misnamed and erased from their own history. From this ocean of evidence, all proofs are now rising, unfolding through documentaries and books. Day and night, our team works to uncover what has been hidden for centuries. The greatest conspiracy in human history, the largest cultural theft ever committed, the deepest lie ever told about humanity itself. This is a mission to free the world from historical distortions imposed by colonizers across generations. Because Nigeria, the one and true Holy Land, the cradle of civilization, the real Ethiopia, remembers.